welcome to the UFOcast. I am Luke from Tmudwup.
And I'm Michael from the Tin Dog Podcast.
And we are going to be podcasting our way through Jerry Anderson's UFO over the next year. We are going to be releasing an episode every fortnight, so it will take us 52 weeks to get through the 26 episodes. Each episode of this podcast will be a review of a particular episode and any other waffle that Michael and I come up with as a result of reviewing these episodes.
Trust me, there will be waffle. There will definitely be waffle.
There will definitely be waffle. And we have already recorded episode 1, in which we will introduce ourselves a bit more fully and talk about how we came to like UFO and why we're doing the podcast. But we just wanted to get a little thing out on the feed right now to say that we are beginning. You may have come here via any number of means from Twitter or Facebook or whatever, but this is just to say that the podcast is starting in a fortnight on the 13th of October. That will be when our first episode about the first episode of UFO, called Identified, will go out.
We're going to be doing this in the order of the DVD episode titles, because I know it's all over the place, and we cover this in episode 1 anyway, but that seems to be the best order, the production order. So that's what we'll be covering. 26 episodes, I'm sure will be alright. Now, you know a bit more about UFO than I do, because we're both coming to it from a Doctor Who end of things, but I'm sure we'll be alright. Bear with us.
Yes, and I hope that if you are more knowledgeable than us, we as Michael said, we're coming to this from being Doctor Who podcasters first and foremost. So whilst we love the worlds of Jerry Anderson, we're perhaps not clued up on it as much as some of you might be. If you want to get in touch with the show, UFOcast@yahoo.com will be the address. We can't promise to respond to all feedback within the show, particularly as we're recording these episodes several weeks in advance. So by the time the first one goes out, we will have recorded 3 episodes of the show. So if there is something that we need to respond to, you might have to wait a few weeks. And we will try to respond to all emails, even if we don't do in the show itself.
Also, there is a Twitter feed as well, which is at UFO_cast, which you can follow if you fancy that sort of thing.
And you can also find us on Facebook. Now, where can you listen to us? Well, obviously you're listening to us right now, so you have found us somewhere, whether that's through subscribing on iTunes, on Stitcher, or whether you've come to us directly from the website where you can subscribe. Please pass the word on and get people listening to the show.
So, remember, if you're already subscribed to the Tin Dog Podcast, you don't have to do anything else, because this will appear on the feed, regular as clockwork.